Please welcome Mr. Paul Reed Smith.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the stage from Nashville, Tennessee, Brent Mason. On drums from Baltimore, Maryland, Greg Granger. On the bass from Baltimore, Maryland, Gary Granger. And from Washington, D.C., Michael Hall. In America, a lot of the major cities have a sound of particular to that kind of area. So from New York City, they have a kind of music that is particular to New York City. So we're going to go through a few cities and let you listen to what that music sounds like. So if you listen to jazz in New York City, it sounds like this. If you take an airplane 2 hours west and you go to Detroit and you've gone to Motown, it sounds like this. But there's a sound in New Orleans that is like no other. New Orleans has a sound that we love. We have to learn how to play this kind of music even to be a musician, and it goes like this. A little known fact that Baltimore, Maryland has a sound like no other place in the entire world, and Baltimore sounds like this. Hold on. Tonight, the men play music in Nashville, Tennessee, like this.
might not know his face, but you know his guitar sound. From Nashville, Tennessee,
Brent Mason, everybody. Michael Alt, Gary Granger, Greg Granger, thank you.
Brought to you by Paul Reed Smith. Brent Mason, he played on more than 150 #1 hit singles on the Billboard charts. And now you know who is that famous guitar player. Very special welcome by Brent Mason and band as we go on with the MIPA Awards 2012.
Plattform für alle Musiker im Internet. Musikmachen.de
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the annual Musikmesse International Press Awards. Please welcome your host for tonight, Mr. Gregor König.
So here we are, back again in Frankfurt on this Thursday night, the 21st of March. Great to have you all here in 2012. We're all waiting for the categories, the nominees, the runner-ups, the winners, and the one and only Lifetime Achievement Awards. And of course we wait for fine wine and dine, drinks and talks, raucous applause. Everything's coming up after our welcome speech of the man who made a dream come true 12 years ago. He dreamt about the MIPA Award and bring the world together in Frankfurt, and he succeeded thanks to all of you. Please welcome the man who did it all with his team, the CEO of Music Media Germany, Mr. Gerald Dellman.
Thank you. So welcome to the 13th MIPA Award ceremony. So it's incredible. Now we are 13 years with MIPA, and thank God it's Friday. It's not a Friday today, it's Thursday for the 13th thing. Welcome, enjoy the show, and I would like to thank you to all the journalists from 120 magazines from all over the world for their hard work. Lots of them are here. Welcome, and now enjoy the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gerald, and the whole team behind Music Media, and all these journalists that he mentioned from 120 music magazines and internet publishers from all around the world that make MIPA taken alive. As much as this lady does, who gives us a house, a home. Please welcome from Musikmesse Frankfurt, Cordelia von Gümlich.
Hello and good evening, everybody. It was such a great time the first 2 days for me, and I hope for all of you as well. We received on these first 2 days over 50,000 visitors here on the two shows, Music Messe and on Pro Light and Sound. And I'm so glad to have you all back here in Frankfurt. Thank you.
We start right away with the MIPA Award nominees for Best Bass Cabinet in 2012. Is EBS Neo 9410, TC Electronic RS210C and Ampeg PN410HLF. The MIPA Award goes to Ampeg PN410HLF. Coming for the pickups, the nominees: Shadow Nanoflex 6 acoustic pickup, Seymour Duncan Sapphire silver pickups, and Lindy Fralin Pure PAF. This MIPA goes to Seymour Duncan Sapphire silver pickups. The category Acoustic Guitar Amp. The nominees: Trace Acoustic TA100, Fishman Loudbox Artist, and AER Alpha Plus. And the winner is Fishman Loudbox Artist. Coming on stage for Ampeg, Dino Monarch Sellers, the Senior Ampeg Product Specialist. For Seymour Duncan, Alex Sample, the International Sales Manager, Seymour Duncan, and Sven Kiplan, the Vice President Warwick. And for Fishman Loudbox, Chris De Maria, Director of Marketing and Artist Relation. Welcome to Frankfurt.
From everyone at Ampeg, on behalf of Ampeg, I'd like to thank MIPA and everyone here for this great award. And as I always say, play more bass, and thank you again. Dankeschön.
I'd like to thank all the journalists, everyone here at Warwick, our gracious host every year in Frankfurt. On behalf of Seymour Duncan, I'd like to accept this outstanding award. For over 35 years, Seymour Duncan's been committed to providing the best pickups to players of all ages, all abilities around the world, and to be officially recognized this way is a tremendous honor. Thank you very much.
Although I'm not Chris DeMari, I'm Larry Fishman, and I want to accept this award. Chris helped get us here, along with our amazing, talented engineering crew and product specialists. And I want to especially thank the press for the recognition, our dealers and distributors worldwide for the tremendous support you've given us, for our customers for helping us achieve the things that we do, and to the artists that we're associated with, that without their input we could never produce the products that would be award-winning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry. Nominated for acoustic bass this year are Stanford Robert Bass, Warwick Alien Deluxe, and Takamine EGB 2SM. And the winner 2012 for Best Acoustic Bass is Warwick Alien Deluxe. Drumheads, the nominees: Aquarian Triple Threat, Evans G14, Remo X14. And Best Drumheads goes to Remo X14. Strings: Martin SB Lifespan Strings, the Dario XL Pure Nickel Electric DR Strings Neon Bass. And the MIPA winner 2012 is the Dario XL Pure Nickel Electric. As we come to the next categories, such as bass amp, controller keyboard, and acoustic drums. The MIPA is brought to stage by Rachel Soltesh, and the nominees for Best Bass Amp are Warwick W8 A600, Fender Super Bassman, and Ibanez Promethean P500H. The MIPA goes to Fender Super Bassman. Controller keyboards. The nominees: Akai MAX49, Nectar Panorama P4, Novation Impulse. And Best Controller Keyboard 2012, the award goes to Akai MAX Max49. Acoustic drums: DW Collector's Maple Mahogany Drums, Mapex Black Panther Retrosonic Drum Set, and Tama SLP Sound Lab Project snare drums, and voted Best Acoustic Drums. The award 2012 goes to Tama SLP Sound Lab Project snare drums. For electric bass, the nominees are Squier Vintage Modified Jazz Bass, Yamaha BB 2025X, and Warwick Star Bass. The award goes to Yamaha BB 2025X. Guitar Effects. The nominees Digitech IPB10, TC Electronic Tone Print Series, and MXR Custom Badass 78 Distortion. And the MIPA Award 2012 for Best Guitar Effects goes to TC Electronic Tone Print Series. Field Recorder. The nominees Tascam DR40, Olympus DM670 and Zoom H2N. Best Field Recorder goes to Zoom H2N. Carrying the spirit of MIPA and the awards to this stage is the Editor-in-Chief Harmony Central and the Executive Editor Electronic Musician Magazine, Craig Anderton. And for Yamaha, please come on stage Osamu Ito, the Assistant Engineering Manager, Guitar Development Group, Yamaha Corporation, Japan, and Kent Iverson, Manager, Marketing Pro Music, Yamaha Music Europe. For TC Electronic, Tore Lingard Morgensen, the Product Manager Guitar. And for Zoom, please welcome Masa Ijima, the CEO.
Thank you so much, everybody. This is the actual designer of the bass who worked quite hard to introduce some new proprietary Yamaha technology into the BB2025X. So I would just like to give him a round of applause. Thank you so much for all your hard work. One of the hardest working guys in all of Yamaha, so thank you.
Thanks, guys. On behalf of TC and the guitar department, I'd like to thank the MIPA organization and all the magazines who voted for us. So, cheers, guys.
Thank you very much for this MIPA award during 3 years, H4N and H1 and this H2N. The problem is that I have no idea for next year. Thank you very much.
These days in the life of MIPA as a poem, I have no idea for next year. But we have an idea for the next nominees and categories such as cymbals, studio microphone and drumsticks. Here they are, the nominees for cymbals. Meinl Brandaler Ghostwrite, Peister 20 Custom Collection, and Siljan K Constantinople Renaissance Rite. And the MIPA for Best Cymbals goes to Siljan K Constantinople Renaissance Rite. Studio Microphone, Lewitt LCT Series, Microtech Gefell M930TS and Mictech C Series. Best Studio Microphone 2012 is Microtech Gefell M930TS. Drumsticks, Regal Tip Mayhem Mallet, Vic Firth, Gavin Harrison Signature Sticks, and Siljan Dave Grohl Artist Sticks. The MIPA Awards for Best Drumsticks goes to a very honored man. Please welcome Vic Firth, Gavin Harrison Signature Sticks. Coming to stage, the man himself, who gave the brand the name, Vic Firth, founder and owner of Vic Firth Incorporated, Udo Wagner, the distribution manager for Microtech, and Mrs. Debbie Zildjian, the vice president of the company that carries her name. And And bringing the spirit and awards on stage is Axel Mikolajczak, Editor-in-Chief, Styx Magazine.
Hello. I'd like to thank all the journalists and MIPA, or MIPA, however you say it, for honoring Zildjian. I thank you very much. Zildjian has a long history of collaborating with its artists to develop new and innovative ideas. And so I need to thank and recognize Adam Nussbaum, one of our longtime artists, for his inspiration in helping us develop the Renaissance Ride. Thank you.
Good evening. Microtech Phil says thank you to everybody here, to the international press, and most of all to our customers who like these microphones, and we say thank you to our engineers who do such things, and that's a very great thing. Thank you.
Should I tell a story or just say thank you? Last month I subscribed to 120 magazines. I don't know if it had any effect on it, but anyway. I just want to say thank you to MIPA, and I must say thank you to my colleagues who without them we would be doing nothing. Thank you, and thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, in sports we would call it half-time or half-time show, but it's more than that, because our half-time is time for a Lifetime Achievement Award. So please stand still in silence and give a good ear and listen to this laudatory speech. For many people, music represents a primal energy that feeds the human soul. In his heart, Mr. Yoshihiro Hoshino has always believed this to be true, which has led him to dedicate most of his life to supporting the power of music through some of the world's most recognized and beloved instruments: Ibanez guitars and Tama drums. While the success of these brands is due in large part to Mr. Yoshihiro Hoshino's tireless efforts and long career, another crucial element is his philosophy. He sees his job as not just manufacturing musical instruments, but brightening people's lives through the magic of those instruments while making a contribution to the music culture. Established in 1908 by Matsuhiro Hoshino, the Hoshino Gaki Company's long storied history spans more than a century. It started as the Hoshino Shoten Bookstore, which specialized in supplying textbooks to schools in Nagoya, Japan. During the company's early days, music education had begun to spread throughout Japan, and soon the bookstore started to receive requests from schools for musical instruments. To satisfy this demand, the Hoshino Shoten Bookstore dedicated a part of the store to the sale of musical instruments. Few, if any, could have imagined that simply setting up an organ for sale in the corner of a bookstore would eventually lead to the emergence of Hoshino Gaki as a powerful, respected force in the global musical industry. Over the time, the musical instrument business grew, and in 1929, the instrument sales division separated from the bookstore. Hoshino Gaki 10 Incorporated was established by Yoshitaro Hoshino, the company's first president and the father of Mr. Yoshihiro Hoshino. Later on, Mr. Yoshihiro Hoshino's older brother, Ryohei Hoshino, joined the company and began purchasing and marketing overseas. Around this time, Hoshino Instruments began importing stringed instruments from the distinguished Spanish luthier Salvador Ibanez. Hoshino Instruments earned the rights to the Ibanez brand after his workshop was destroyed during the Spanish Civil War. Upon acquiring the brand, Hoshino manufactured their own acoustic guitars, which were widely considered to be some of the finest products available at that time in the Japanese market. Hoshino's business continued to grow in both revenue and reputation until an air raid over Nagoya during World War II destroyed all Hoshino offices, shops and factories. As with most Japanese businesses, the decade after the war was extremely difficult. Remaining in Nagoya, the struggle to rebuild the business and once again manufacture musical instruments began at a time when people even didn't have enough to eat. With strength and perseverance, qualities that have served the company well since its inception, Hoshino Gakki overcame the many trials of rebuilding. In 1955, the company moved to new, larger offices and started to turn its focus to the international market. To prepare for the future, in 1962, Hoshino Instruments established Tama Manufacturing and Company Limited to produce electric guitars and amplifiers. In 1963, Roland Meinl started to work with Hoshino. He was the first German company to import Japanese drums, and in the end, he decided to work exclusively with Hoshino. This was the beginning of a successful wholesale relationship that continues to the present day. In 1966, Tama started to make drums, which initiated Hoshino's Instruments' two-brand structure: the Ibanez brand for stringed instruments and the Tama brand, which was named after Mr. Hoshino's mother, for drums and other percussive instruments. In 1968, Mr. Yoshihiro Hoshino made the historic decision to exhibit products at the Frankfurt Musikmesse and became the first Japanese guitar and drum manufacturer ever to exhibit on this show. Then, in 1972, Mr. Yoshihiro decided to partner with Elgar to start a distribution company in the United States. Again, this was a highly successful move that served to strengthen Hoshino Gakki's business further. In 2008, Hoshino Gakki celebrated 100 years of success in an industry whose products are designed specifically to foster human happiness. During that time, although many instrument manufacturers have come and gone, the Hoshino Gakki company has prospered because of high-quality products, care for its customers, global outlook, respect for its partners and distributors, creative thinking, and its founders' enterprising spirit. But perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, there is an even more important reason: the heart of Mr. Yoshihiro Hoshino. And now the countless musicians who enjoy his instruments are filling the hearts of others, thanks to the vision, hard work and love of music that Mr. Yoshihiro Hoshino has brought to the world of musical instruments. Please welcome, for a concrete note, from Los Angeles, California, one of the most famous drummers of the world, Mr. Simon Phillips.
Yoshihiro-san, and congratulations for receiving your Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight to help you celebrate and find something interesting to drink together, but it's great, and as you know, I've been playing Tama drums for over 32 years now, and it's been an incredible association, so I want to thank you for supporting me for so many years, and I hope when I next see you, we will have a good congratulatory drink together. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. From Los Angeles, Simon Phillips. And now please welcome to hand over the Lifetime MIPA Achievement Award. A friend for life and a collaborator for a very long time. Please come to stage to honor Mr. Yoshihiro Hoshino. Reinhold Meine.
Ladies and gentlemen, guten Abend. My mate is Hoshino. I'm so grateful that over my 60 years engagement in music industry is now evaluated and received this Hall of Fame award from MIPA. It's my great honor, and I thank you very much for those people who elected me. This award really encourages me to keep contributing to music industry for the rest of my entire life. Once again, thank you so much. Dankeschön.
The winners, not only the winners of a Lifetime Achievement Award, but all the award winners will be back on stage in the final in some minutes for a wonderful last view and a picture. Thank you very much. We're coming to our next categories. This is drum hardware, stage piano and portable sound. And here they are, the nominees. For drum hardware, DW9900 Airlift Tom Stand, Ludwig Atlas Pro and Sake Bass Drum Pedal. And the MIPA, which is brought to stage by Jörg Sunderkötter, Editor-in-Chief, Sound and Recording Magazine. The MIPA 2012 for Best Drum Hardware goes to DW9900 Airlift Tom Stand. Stage piano. The nominees are Klavier Nord Piano 2, Kawai MP10 and Roland FP7F. And the MIPA for Best Stage Piano 2012 goes to Klavier Nord Piano 2. Portable sounds, Bose L1 Model 2, Dynacord Chorus Evolution, Yamaha DXR plus DXS Series. Those are the three nominees. And winner for Best Portable Sound is Yamaha DXR plus DXS Series. We say hello on this Thursday night to go home with the MIPA Awards to John Good, Senior Executive Vice President R&D for DW9900, Hans Nordelius and his football team from Sweden that comes on stage, as well as Mrs. Mariko Yamashita, the PA Marketing Group, Marketing Department, Pro Audio Division, Yamaha Corporation Japan, and Niels Peter Keller, Director, Pro Music and Pro Audio Division, Yamaha Music Europe. Congratulations, gentlemen, ladies, please come on stage.
I want to say thank you to everybody, and I think I handle over the microphone to my sales manager, Thomas Enoksson, for the speech.
Thank you, Hans, and thank you, MIPA, and everybody who's voted for us. And you'll recognize the hard work we put into all our handmade instruments in Stockholm during all these, winter nights and everything. It's a hard work, and we are so happy and thrilled that this is happening once again. And we get a MIPA. Thank you.
Hello everybody, it's a great honor and pleasure for us to be awarded for MIPA, and thanks to the great effort of our engineers and sales staffs all over the world, we could successfully deliver this DXR and DXS series to you. And last but not least, I would like to thank our customers for selecting, using and giving us the comments on our product, which makes us to be able to make better products all the time. Thank you. Dankeschön.
And thank you very much for the support from our distributor Geva here, and from this wonderful award ceremony. We really appreciate it. On behalf of Randy May, who helped to develop this product, which is a drum stand, but from myself and the DW company, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The nominees for Best Organ Portable Keyboard: Klavier Nord C2D, Hammond SK Series, Korg PA3X Pro. And guess who was voted Best Organ Portable Keyboard? It's not the Swedish international team. This one goes to Hammond SK Series. Live microphone. The nominees are MXL Live Series, Sennheiser SK 5212 and Shure PSM 1000. And Best Live Microphone 2012, voted by 120 music magazines and internet publishers from all around the world. This MIPA goes to Sennheiser SK 5212. Guitar amp heads. The nominees: Kemper Profiling Amp, Hughes & Kettner Tubemeister 18, Marshall YG M100s. Best guitar amp head is Hughes & Kettner Tubemeister 18. The spirit and the awards of MIPA will be brought on stage by João Martins from Portugal. Welcome to Frankfurt. And welcome for Hammond, Michael Falkenstein, the distribution manager. For Sennheiser, Dr. Heinrich Esser, President, Professional Systems Division. And for Hughes & Kettner, Rüdiger Seefolge, the product manager. Congratulations for the MIPA Award 2012.
Okay, we can start. Thank you very much in the name of Suzuki Musical Instruments Manufacturing Company in Japan, who is the team with the heart for the Hammond organ. And I'm so glad and happy to say thank you to all voters, to all people who love our products, because we really are a family who try to continue with the history for the Hammond organ, which is 78 years this year. And we hope to make great instruments for great musicians for the next 22 years until the 100th anniversary. Thank you so much.
We have a good soccer team in Hanover as well. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it, so Sweden is in the lead here. Thanks a lot to MIPA for this beautiful and prestigious award. Thanks a lot to the journalists for their support and fantastic cooperation over the years. And I want to congratulate the other nominees because, hey, next year it's your turn. Thank you.
I have to say thank you. Thank you to the press, the magazines, our fans, and a special thanks to Mr. Hughes and Herr Kettner, who unfortunately are not here today. You know how they are. Herr Kettner never leaves his laboratory, and Mr. Hughes is on the way to his next gig. So 3 years ago, when we started the TubeMaster project, I asked Mr. Hughes, what kind of amp does a young guitar player really need today? And he said, this answer is very simple. He needs an amp to rock on stage, play at home, and record at night. So excited as I was, I took this idea straight to Herr Kettner and asked him, can you engineer an amp that lets you rock on stage, play at home, record at night? I mean, a great sounding tube amp that is as affordable and as easy to carry as a guitar. And guess what is an engineer's answer to these questions? No way, that's impossible. So from that moment on, I knew we are on the right track. So the following 2 years, Mr. Hughes and Herr Kettner put their hearts and souls into an ambitious quest and finally made the impossible come true, so that today the technology of tone that went in TubeMeister opens up a whole new chapter in the epic tale of Tube Different Tone. So, thanks for this award. It's for all the guitar players out there who rock on stage, play at home, and record at night.
The nominees for electronic drums: Alesis DM10 Studio Kit, Nord Drum Virtual Analog Drum Synthesizer, and Roland V-Drums TD30. And the MIPA Award for Best Electronic Drums goes to Roland V-Drums TD30. Software instruments. The nominees are Thuria Oberheim SEMV, Native Instruments Complete 8, Uhe Diva. And Best Software Instruments 2012 is Native Instruments Complete 8. Recording hardware. The nominees: Apogee Symphony I/O, Motu A23 MK3 Hybrid, Universal Audio Apollo. And the MIPA 2012 for Best Recording Hardware goes to Universal Audio Apollo. Coming to this stage for Universal is Matt Ward, the President, and Lev Perret, the Director of Product Management. For Native Instruments, Daniel Halver, CEO, Marte Galic, CTO, Sascha Kubiak, Vice President of Product Management, Konstantin Könke, and Johannes Kremer, Public Relations Associate, as well as for Roland, Mr. Masato Katsuda, Chief Engineer, Percussion R&D Corporation. Welcome to Frankfurt. Jörg Sünderkötter, Editor-in-Chief Sounds and Recording Magazine, has the MIPAs for the winners. Thank you, Daniel Hafer, Matt Ward, Lev Perry, and Mr. Masato Katsuda. We see you later in the final picture as we come to our next categories. The nominees for Best Percussion are LP Laptop Conga, Minels Laptop Cajon, and Pearl Cube Cajon. And the winner 2012 is Meinl Slap Top Cajon. Mixing desk. The nominees: Focusrite Control 2802, PreSonus Studio Live, and Yamaha 01 V96i. And the winner for Best Mixing Desk is PreSonus Studio Live. Door Controller. The nominees: Akai MPC Studio, Avid Artist Control, and Steinberg CMC Series. And Best Door Controller is Akai MPC Studio. The three MIPAs will be handed over by Craig Enderton from Harmony Central, and we ask on stage for Best Percussion Mario Schmidt, Meinl Percussion Product Manager from Meinl Percussion. For Best Mixing Desk, PreSonus, Jim Odom, the President, and Jim Mack, the CEO. And for the Door Controller, Akai MPC, Richard Seymour, the Vice President, Europe. Welcome to the MIPA Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 8th MIPA Award for the Best Percussion Product, which is really a great honor for us as a company. And this one is really special for me and for a good friend of mine, Mr. Michael Buchner. I remember 1 year ago, Michael Buchner came up to me with this idea and he said, "Man, this is so great, you know, people will dig it." And I can tell you, they love it. So this one's for you. Thank you very much, everybody who voted for us, and to all the magazines, and yeah, have a great evening. Thank you.
Oh, this is great. This is we have 3 mixers, and we now have 3 MIPAs in this category. So we're thrilled, and we thank all the editors that voted on this award. It means a lot. We're excited about this live thing that we're doing, and you'll expect to see more from us.
Just wanted to also thank our amazing sales staff around the world, our distributors, and also the members of the press for believing in the Studio Live concept, and most of all to the users of the Studio Live that continue to inspire us to make these products better. And thank you very much for this honor.
And we say thank you to Richard, to Jim, and to Mario. Thank you very much for joining us on stage. We see you later for the final picture, as we now have somebody to talk.
Well, up here twice in one night. Just wait till I tell my girlfriend, she really won't believe me. Once again, Akai, super excited. 2012 is going to be a really exciting year for us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And Jim. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We come to our next categories: acoustic, guitar, live performance tool, and PA system. The nominees for acoustic guitar this year are Taylor GS Mini, Yamaha AC3M, and Martin LXK2 Little Martin. And the MIPA winner 2012 is Yamaha AC3M. Live Performance Tool. The nominees: Apple iPad, Native Instruments Machine, and PV Musebox. And the MIPA for Best Live Performance Tool goes to Native Instruments Machine. PA System: JBL VTX, L Acoustics K1, Outline GTO. Those are the 3 nominees, and the winner is JBL VTX. We ask on stage Carsten Peter and Paul Baumann. Daniel Haver and his team, as well as Hidemasa Sato, Guitar Marketing Group, Guitar and Drums Business Unit, Yamaha Corporation, Japan. And we ask on stage from Portugal, head of 6 music magazines, João Martins.
隣にいる外人が日本語でずっと喋ると私に強制するので、日本語だけでやりたいと思います。我々はこの商品は非常に我々の情熱を込めた商品として作り上げたもので非常に嬉しく思っておりますが、何を喋っていいのか考えていなかったのでこのネタも続きません。Thank you very much.
To those of you who do not speak Japan, he thanks his mother and his father. He thanks everybody of the opponents. He wants to be back next year to win again, and he's more than happy with his team. Thank you. Next one.
Thank you very much, MIPA. I really appreciate this award. It's a great honor. Appreciate the recognition. I'm from Canada. I guess I should have brought a hockey team with me, but I wish I could have brought my engineering team. They really did a great job in helping make this a reality. I'd also like to thank my colleagues at Crown for their help in making VRAC a reality, and the Systems Design Integration Group for Performance Manager to create our VTX system solution. So thank you all very much. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks MIPA, and thanks everyone for getting us up again for a second time here. This time for a completely different category, the Groovebox category. We've actually seen another device that's supposed to come up soon from Akai. They already won the award. I'm happy to receive one for something that already exists and is used. So thanks a lot for the support in this category as well. Software instruments and Grooveboxes actually complement each other quite well. And we have 3 brands at Native Instruments: Tractor, Complete, and Machine. And I'm very happy to receive 2 awards tonight on behalf of my team and everyone who's worked on Machina for this other product. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And now we say welcome to a man who carries the spirit of MIPA in his heart. And the awards on stage, Dr. Walter Wehrhahn, the editor-in-chief of Production Partner, as we come for Studio Monitor Near-Field, Guitar Amp Combo, and Sound System Technologies. Our next 3 categories, and here they are, the nominees for Studio Monitor: Adam Artist 3, Focal SM9, SE Electronics The Egg. And the MIPA for Best Studio Monitor goes to Focal SM9. Guitar Amp Combo, the nominees: Fender EC Twinilux Eric Clapton Signature Amp, Blackstar HT5R, Yamaha THR10. Best Guitar Amp Combo goes to Yamaha THR10. Sound System Technologies. The nominees: Harman High QNet Performance Manager, Yamaha Stage Mix iPad, and Allen and Heath iLive Mixpad iPad. And the MIPA goes to Yamaha Stage Mix iPads. Thank you, Mick Janishi and Nicolas Debarts, for coming on stage and joining us later for a big final winners picture as we come with Dr. Walter Wehrhahn, editor-in-chief, production partner, to our next categories. The nominees for mixing desk are Allen and Heath GLD, Digi-Co SD10, and Midas Pro 2. And voted best mixing desk live is Midas Pro 2. Recording software: Avid Pro Tools 10, Motu Digital Performer 8, Steinberg Cubase 6. The winner is Avid Pro Tools 10. And the MIPA for Best Keyboard Workstation. Does it go to Korg Kronos or Kurzweil PC3K Series or Yamaha MOX8? Best Keyboard Workstation was voted Korg Kronos. Please come to the stage at this time John McCabery, the Vice President, Korg International Sales and Marketing, Tony Caridi, Segment Marketing Manager, Pro Audio, Adrian Haselhuber, Senior Principal Product Manager, Boris Prell, Retail Sales Account Manager. Please, good evening and hello, Richard Faraday, the Brand Development Manager, and James Goldbehere, Marketing Manager for Midas Pro 2.
On behalf of Avid, everybody, Avid, the product team, our incredible field marketing team, our incredible sales team, and especially our customers and all the editors and publications that voted, thank you very much for this award. We're completely honored.
I have a confession to make. I didn't do this on my own. I would like to thank our genius designers back in the UK. I would like to thank the Midas employees who moved and live in China and put this thing together. I would like to thank the magazines which have voted for us, and I would like to thank Mr. Beringer for his belief in us and all of his money. Thank you all.
Hi, my name is John and I'm from Korg, and we've been accepting awards from MIPA for several years, and normally I try and think of something entertaining and amusing to say. But you have to understand how much trauma Japan's been through in the last year to understand what a fantastic job has been done. But it made me think, Gerald Gellman has organised the MIPA Awards, and every year I forget to say thank you very much for the hard work you've done, Gerald. Thank you. So I'm sorry for the very sober editorial, but last year Japan, for our company, was hit with a double disaster. First of all, a tsunami, and 2 days later our chairman and founder died, Sutomu Kato, after 50 years. And the Kronos was his big dream. He actually, I'm sure, hung on until it was released and announced at the NAMM show. And he had said, I think this is the workstation that will be the definitive workstation of all time, and he was very proud of it. He gave great resources to our stunning engineers who put a lot of work into it. Just today at the Messe we've announced the Caro Sound Library has released something like 14 titles, and we have multiple companies that over the next 6 months will be releasing the better part of 100 different sound libraries for the Kronos. And it is a workstation that will last for many years, and it's a tribute not just to Kato-san, our chairman, but also to all of the incredibly passionate, hard-working people in Japan who've put up with a very traumatic 12 months. On behalf of our company, Korg, I'd like to thank MIPA, once again, Gerald, and everyone present for your acknowledgement. Thank you.
Last but not least, will he come back on stage? The man with the MIPA in heart and the awards in hand. Dieter Rösberg, Editor-in-Chief, Guitar and Bass magazine from Germany, that #1 magazine. The nominees for Best Electric Guitar 2012, voted by 120 music magazines and internets from all around the world, is PRS SC58, Line 6, James Tyler Variax, and Ibanez M8M. The MIPA Awards tonight goes to PRS SC58. Synthesizer hardware, Arturia, Money Brutes, Moog Mini Tor, Roland Jupiter 80, Best synthesizer hardware goes to Roland Jupiter 80. And it was so close for the most innovative products. Is it Kemper Profiling Amplifier, or is it PV 8200 guitar? Or does this MIPA go to TC Tone Print Pedals? Most innovative product 2012. The MIPA goes to Kemper Profiling Amplifier. Coming to the stage, the man who gave the guitar a name, Paul Reed Smith, managing general partner Paul Reed Smith Guitars, Mr. Keigo Minamiya, general manager synthesizer R&D Roland Corporation, Christoph Kemper, the CEO, founder and inventor of the profiling amplifier, Torsten Matuszowski, managing director, and Daniel Weber, the executive engineer, to receive these final MIPA Awards, as all the winners will make themselves ready to come back to this stage for a big picture on that Thursday night. But here they are, Dieter Rosberg, the awards. And please, Paul, this is your microphone.
Mr. Hoshino, it was such an honor to see you get this award tonight. The history of your company and the power of your products in the industry made my heart warm to see us honor you today, and I want to say from me, it was an absolute honor to be here. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you, and thank you very much. So it was a very great pleasure for our Roland Synthesizer division to receive such a great, amazing award. So thank you again for all press and dealer and customer all around the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you to the international magazines for voting for us. Thank you to my team. This is just half of it. The other half is over there. Thank you all.
I think we all stay on stage and we join Mr. Hoshino beside the Tama drums for a final picture. Please, all the winners will come on this stage, and everybody else give a warm applause to all the winners and the Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Hoshino, who joins us on stage. And as we heard from Paul Reed Smith, please come close as you admire this Lifetime Achievement. May we stand up and give a warm applause, and then we join the party after the picture. Thank you that you've been here on that Thursday night, the 21st of March. We'll see you again next year for the 14th annual MIPA Award celebration in Frankfurt. And this is a winner's picture, and maybe you're on that picture next year too. So enjoy that night, work hard, live fast, and come back safe. Thank you.